Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chaz Kayato, and the topic of today's discussion is going to be a review of edX and specifically HarvardX. So, if you don't know what edX is, it's a website that takes information courses from different universities around the world. These are universities that you've heard of, obviously Harvard, Yale, Stanford, MIT, and numerous other colleges. And it's a website that allows you to access courses from these colleges. Now, there's different levels of the courses that you have access to. Some of them are just very compact, small, personalized education courses that have very narrow topic, and it might be that there's only 5 hours of content in that class, and it's mostly just for personal satisfaction to take the courses. And it goes from that all the way up to courses that grant actual degrees from some of these universities. So you have a wide range of educational options that are available. Well, I didn't do any of the degree programs that are available, but I did several of the certificate programs that were available, specifically through Harvard. And so I just want to kind of give you an idea of what my experiences were taking the courses with HarvardX, and if I would recommend people to follow along and go to edX and do that for themselves. So first, I had become interested in this idea of the way this website was set up. I became interested in it several years ago because I do think it has an important part to play in the future of online education. I do think that education is going to be increasingly online, increasingly digital. And with advances in AI, I mean, that's just, that's not going to go away anytime soon. So I had found some really interesting courses on leadership through edX, specifically, like I said, through Harvard, and their branch of edX is HarvardX. Really, really interested, and obviously, you have really strong name brand recognition with Harvard. So I said, I think I want to take some of these courses, and I think I want to learn what they have to say. And at the very least, it's something that once I'm done, I could put it on my resume and say, look, I've taken some certification courses on my own that I've done to enhance my leadership skills. So I took really 4 different certification paths that dealt with leadership through HarvardX, and each of these certification paths you had to take a couple different courses, but the reason I took 4 was because many of these courses overlapped, and I really didn't have to take many courses outside of what was required, or what I was already planning to take, rather. So it may have been 6 total courses, it may have been 8 total courses, but I ended up taking these courses, and the way it works is you have 2 options. You can do a completely free option, which is no certification, but you go through all the material in the course at your own pace, and once you finish, that's it, right? And it's free, and it's just for personal enjoyment. Great, but if you did want to have the certification, then there was a paid option. It was not very, very expensive. Now, I know some people may say, well, hundreds of dollars is expensive, but I think in total for all 4 of the certifications that I got, may have been somewhere between $600 to $800 for 4 certifications through a university like Harvard. Now, that I think that was worth it, especially to put it on my resume to show that, hey, I care this much about my education and my leadership, that I'm going off to find very valuable information from some of the leading universities in the world. And so for me, it was worth it. How long did it take to complete each course? Now that varies. Some of the courses, I think at least one of them, I did in literally like 5 hours. It was kind of just watching. You're watching a lot of videos. Okay, these are self-paced courses. There are some discussion board type activities that you have to do. There are some quizzes that you have to do, but every course is a little bit different. So I went through. I think, like I said, the shortest one was a few hours, maybe about 5 hours or so. The longest one, I don't believe, was much more than 10 to 15 hours. And once again, it's all self-paced, and because it's a lot of just videos that you can just pop in and watch. I mean, you could do 20, 30 minutes here and there and be fine, which is not the case with some of my other, especially like dissertation stuff. You don't have, you can't just drop in for 20 or 30 minutes doing dissertation work. You need like hours on end that are available to you. So that actually made it easier, just being able to drop in and do a little bit here and there. And so I believe it took me maybe 2 or 3 months to get all of these courses completed, going at my own pace. But then the quality of the content. Okay, so I will be honest. When I first started taking them, I was unsure. I was thinking to myself, is this, what level of education am I going to get? And I was actually pleasantly surprised. Some of the information that is gone, that the courses go over, was really, really good and really, really valuable information. And I was actually surprised the level of information that I was given in some of those leadership courses. And once again, I only took the HarvardX courses, so I can't speak for every single course from every single college out there. But the HarvardX courses were worth it to me. I felt like I learned a lot when I was done. I think there is a time limit though, for the certified courses. I don't know for sure, but I want to say it was like 6 months. That was the max that you could take. So anyways, I just wanted to give a brief overview of the EdX and the HarvardX courses that were available. I personally recommend using edX and HarvardX. I can't vouch for every single college that's out there, and I can't say that you'll actually feel like you gained something from every single course. It just so happened that the courses I did take, I did feel like I gained enough to feel confident about putting that on my resume and saying, hey, this was something I went and did, and I feel like I got something out of it. So if you have any questions or have any experiences with edX that you want to put down below, good or bad, or if there's any other courses like Coursera, or websites rather like Coursera, that you have experiences with and you want to add those comments down below, please do. I love reading those, and I look forward to hearing from you guys.